Good morning, my name's Ryan Littlestone from forexflow.live. Today we're going to have a little chat about Aussie dollar. This is a pair that I've been short and we've been short in our trading room for quite some time, since the beginning of the year really. What we've been looking for here is the weakness in the Australian economy, obviously not helped by the terrible bushfires that have gone on over there. Now we're going to potentially get the impact from the coronavirus with the slowdown in China trade, on which the Australian economy is heavily reliant. So there's a lot of headwinds facing the Australian economy at the moment. Now, the market was already looking towards how dovish the Royal Bank of Australia might be. They've got their meeting tomorrow night or tonight, the early hours of the 4th of February, depending on where you are. But really, the market has taken the last set of data that's come in from things like the inflation reports as a sign that maybe the RBA aren't going to be as dovish. And when we check the rate odds that we look at now and again, it's a case that they're seeing a 36% chance of the rate being cut and a 64% chance of them remaining unchanged. Now, I believe that they're going to be dovish because they can't ignore what's going on in the economy. These wildfires are going to have an effect. To what level, we don't know. They're still going on. Obviously, it's a terrible thing going on there, and it's hard to put a trading slant on something that's a humane disaster, if you like. But markets move, and that's what we have to do. So we believe here that the RBA is potentially going to be more dovish than the market expects. There is a bigger chance, we feel, of there being a cut at the meeting tomorrow. And if we look at the pricing, if we look at the Aussie dollar charts, we can see that it's really been one-way traffic in this pair at the moment. We looked at this a couple of weeks ago, and as I said, we've been short and just been pushing those shorts as far as they can go, you know, taking off little bits as it breaks the levels. We've had the break of the 67.50 area previously last week. And it's really just kept on going. There's really no signs of a let-up in the bearishness here. But that could all change when we hit the meeting tomorrow or later tonight, because it will be ultimately what the RBA say and what they do that's going to affect whether this carries on going further south or whether we find a bottom put in place. So as I say, we're looking at the levels here. We've got a couple of trend lines in play at the moment. We've got the downtrend line from the lows in 2016 and the uptrend line that comes from further back in 2008. Those cross around the August 2019 low that you can see there on the chart. Now, the longer term line, you can see we've had it broken around the 67 big figure. We've already found that it's finding resistance there, as you can see on the daily chart today. So although it didn't stand up for much on the way down, it's playing up on the way up. The secondary line comes in a bit lower down, just under 66.50. So that's the area we're going to be looking at for the support. But as I say, pretty much it's all going to be based on what the RBA do tonight. If they do cut rates, then pay attention. That's going to catch the market on the hop. We're going to see a knee-jerk lower. In that instance, I'm going to be looking to take a bit more profit off, maybe lock in the rest, just in case we have a sell the rumour, buy the fact play going on in the market. From there on, we'll need to assess the landscape, whether the RBA are setting a really dovish path or whether they're just doing a little sort of insurance cut or going to insinuate that any cut's going to be an insurance cut. So from then on, we're going to reassess the trade, see where we are, see if it's worth re-entering shorts, if we get a bounce and maintaining this bearish pressure and seeing how far we can run this down. Or indeed, if it's time to close the trade up altogether. We've been short from up in the 69, so we've got a lot of margin. If the landscape is changing, then we have to reassess, perhaps change the trade altogether, get out, see what happens next. So that's what we're looking at in the Aussie dollar. I wish you good luck for your trading this week.